See, in the yesterday's class, we discussed about subsets of real numbers, isn't it? We discussed about subsets of real numbers. Mohammed Adin, can you give some subsets of real numbers? Can you give some subsets of real numbers? Unmute and tell I'm not able to hear. Unmute and
Yes.
speak.
Yes.
Different subsets of real numbers. Can you give, Mohammed, different subsets of real numbers?
Ma'am, I don't.
Don't know. What about Srihari? Different subsets of real numbers.
I
Can you
don't know,
give the
ma'am.
different subset? Huh?
I don't know, ma'am.
Yesterday, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Collection of real numbers, we denote it as
Q.
real numbers. We denote it as R. We'll be denoting the collection of real numbers as R. And so if you take the collection of real numbers, now can you give the different subsets, Srihari? What are the different subsets?
N.
What
N
is the N?
Set of all natural numbers.
Collection of all natural numbers. So collection of all natural numbers is a subset of R. Then
N. Positive
Mohammed Adin
integers.
now, collection of all positive integers. Now can you give some different subsets? Mohammed Adin. He gave N and collection of positive integers as subset of the real numbers. Now can you give some other set?
Set.
Z. Okay, that is Achyut is giving the answer. Okay, Z. What is Z? Collection of all integers.
I think integers.
Collection of all integers. Okay, and in yesterday's class we discussed about how to write the intervals. Okay, if you take any interval, okay, if you take any interval, we can take it as subset of R. Intervals are subset of R. And Krishna Chandran, can you give the different forms of intervals? Intervals, we can represent it in two forms. Which are they?
Open interval and closed interval.
Open interval and closed interval. Okay, that is in interval form. The same interval we can write it using, we can write it in roster form. Is that no? So Gayatri, suppose you are given interval 2, 3. Suppose you are given interval 2, 3. Can you represent that in roster form?
Set of whole numbers.
Set of all. Suppose you are given interval 2, 3. Then we can write this as. Suppose you are given interval 2, 3. So this one we can write this as. How will you write this one? If it is interval 2, 3.
Set of all x. Such that x belongs to R.
X belongs to R.
2 less than x less than 3.
2 less than x less than 3. Okay. Now, Ashwin, closed 0, 1. Okay, one side only it is closed. One side only it is closed. Closed 0, open 1. What is that? Can you give this in roster form? Closed 0 and open 1. Closed 0, open 1. Can you give this in roster form?
X
Set of all x
set of all X
Hmm.
are
such that
R
x belongs to R.
X belongs to R and zero right,
0
less than X
0 less than or equal to x, because it's closed interval.
less than
There.
equal to 1.
Is it less than or equal to if I put open interval here? Here it is open braces. So it is
Less than.
less than 1. 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. Okay. How will you represent the real numbers in interval form, Aditya? Representation of real numbers in interval form.
Minus infinity,
Yes, correct. Minus
Comma.
infinity.
comma, positive.
Infinity. Okay, in interval form, we can write this as negative infinity to positive infinity. Negative infinity, comma, positive infinity. Okay, that is collection of all real numbers. So collection of all real numbers in the set form, we can write this as interval minus infinity, comma, infinity. Okay. Now write the next one. Write the next heading. Venn diagrams. VENN. Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams. VENN. Okay, VENN. Sri Hari.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the topic we are discussing now? What is the topic I gave now?
When?
When? What is the spelling? Can you give the spelling? So listen in the class, okay? VENN. Okay. So sets. Okay, we learned how to represent set in roster form and set builder form. Okay. Here we are going to learn how to represent the set in diagrammatic form. That is given by one mathematician, or in other words, we can say he is a logician. He is good in logical mathematics. Okay. Okay, that name, mathematician's name is John Venn. John Venn. Okay, John, John Venn, VENN. So the diagrams, okay, the method, the diagram we use to represent for set, we call it as Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams, VENN, Venn diagrams. Okay, so here in set theory, the universal set we represent it using the alphabet U. The universal set are always represented by rectangles. Universal set is represented by rectangles. And all the subsets are represented by circles. All the subsets are represented by circles. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Okay. So we can represent the relation between the sets in diagrammatic form, and that diagram we call it as Venn diagram. So in Venn diagram, we use rectangles. In Venn diagrams, we use rectangles to represent the universal set. Universal set means the big set we are taking. And all the subsets, we represent it as circles. For example, listen, suppose I am taking the universal set. For example, I am taking the universal set U as students of class 11. Okay, students of class 11. So, class 11 is the universal set. So, universal set, I am representing it here, 11. So, if you take 11th, there is a subset called 11A. 11A, is it a subset of? Is it a subset? 11A means set of all students in 11A. Is it a subset of collection of students in 11th?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that also it is a subset. Likewise, 11B. 11B is another subset. 11B is another subset. So the universal set, we will be representing it in the rectangle, and the subsets will be representing it as circles. One more set is the 11C. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
This is how we represent using, okay? Yes, or universal set we represent using rectangles, and the subsets we represent it using circles. Let's see one more example. Listen, children. Suppose U is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. U is equal to the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A is equal to the set 2 and 3. A is equal to the set 2 and 3. Now, how to represent this in diagrammatic form? Using Venn diagram. So, in the universal set, we have 5 elements. Which are the 5 elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, this is our universal set. Universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a set A. So, in the set A, we have only 2 elements, 2 and 3. And I am naming this as A, capital A. Capital A is a set containing the elements 2 and 3. Okay. And if you take the elements 1, 4, 5, will you be representing it inside the circle? In U, universal set, which are the elements present? In U, which are the elements present?
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in the set A, we have the elements 2 and 3. So which are the elements not present in A? Aryan, can you name the elements which are not present in A?
1, 4, and 5.
Very good. It's 1, 4, and 5. So 1, 4, and 5 will not be writing inside the circle. It is not in the set A. So I am writing it outside. So somewhere you can write this as 1, 4, 5. So if you take the universal set U, if you take this whole rectangle, 5 elements are present, in which the element 2 and 3 is present in the set A. Is it okay? Is it clear, Achyut? Achyut, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, why no circles for the other elements?
When no circles means here only one set is there. This is a universal set. This is a collection of all sets. In this set, we are defining, in this set, we have only one subset I have defined now. I am defining only one subset having the elements 2 and 3. So, this 2 and 3 is a subset. If you take the other things, it's again an element of U.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So in this form, universal set we represent it as using, okay. Suppose if you want to listen, you can take this as, suppose the whole population, you can take it as U. Okay. Whole population, you can denote it as U. Suppose A is set of all people who drink tea. So A is set of all people who drink tea. And B, I am taking as people who drink coffee. People who drink coffee. So that one you can take it as another circle. But you will be able to find some people who will drink both tea and coffee, isn't it? Is that no? So there what you can do, if I can draw a circle like this. Okay, so this set is collection of people who drink tea. This circle is collection of people who drink coffee. So look at here is, are you getting some part common to both the circles? Will you be
Yes.
getting some part common to both the circle? That is
Yes.
common to both tea and coffee. That means Those
They drink
people
both.
who drinks coffee and
Both.
tea. Both. Who drink both coffee and tea. Now my question is, suppose there are people who will not be drinking coffee and tea. Where you will mark them? You'll be having some of them not drinking coffee and tea, isn't it? Okay, for example, Sri Hari, suppose he is not drinking coffee and tea. Where you will mark him? Is it possible to mark inside the circle?
No.
No. Is it possible to mark in this circle? No.
No.
So we can't go outside the rectangle also. So where you will mark? Inside the rectangle, somewhere here you can mark and you can write Sri Hari. So that means, okay, he is not in this 2 group. Is it okay? This is how we can represent the set. Is it okay, Punya?
Yes.
Is it okay? Okay. Now we'll be learning more about it. Okay. So set, we have learned about the representation of sets in 2 forms. 2 forms already we have learned. Okay. They are set builder form and roster form. Now we are learning how to represent the sets. Okay. Using Venn diagram. Okay. Now the next thing is write the next heading. Next heading, operations on sets. Next heading, operations on sets. Operations on sets. Operations on sets. Okay, so we'll be learning 4 different operations here. We'll be learning 4 different operations. We'll be learning 4 different operations here. And the first one we are going to learn is, write down. The first one we are going to learn is union of sets. The first one we are going to learn is union of sets. Union. So what is the meaning of union? Union of 2 sets.
Group of 2 sets.
Group of 2 sets. Union. Union means we are going union. That means joining. We are going to join 2 sets. Okay. So listen. Okay. We'll be learning 4 different operations. The first one is union of 2 sets. Suppose A is equal to the set 1, 2, 3. And B is equal to the set 2, 3, 5. A is equal to set 1, 2, and 3. And B is equal to the set 2, 3, 5. I'm going to find out union of these 2 sets. Union of A and B. That one we'll be denoting as A union B. Okay, union. So you use the letter alpha. Okay, we'll be denoting this symbol U. A union B. So union means we are going to join. What we are going to do is, we are going to combine these 2 sets. That is, A union B is, it contains collection of elements. Yes. It contains collection of elements from A or in B. We take all the elements which are present in A or in B. We'll be taking those elements from A or in B. That means we'll be getting the elements 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, if the element is repeated, we'll be taking that element only once. What is A union B? We collect all the elements. We take the elements present in A or B. So A union B is defined as Set of all elements present in A or in B. It takes all the elements which are present in A or in B. Okay, now listen to the question. If you take the set A union B and A, which is a bigger set? Ashwin, if you take A union B, A union B and A, which is bigger?
A union B.
A union B.
A union B is bigger. Is it correct? If you take A, whether A is a subset of A union B? Whether capital A is a subset of A union B?
Yes.
Yeah, if you take any
Yes.
element A, it is present in A union B. Likewise, B. B, is it a subset of A union B?
Yes.
Yes. So what is, how we are defining A union B? It is the collection of all elements of A and all the elements of B. This is the collection. We are combining all the elements from A and from B. And if the element is repeated, we write that one only once. Is it okay, Femina? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's write one more example. One next example. A is equal to set 1, 2, 7, 9. A is equal to set 1, 2, 7, 9. B is equal to set 2, 3, 5. C is equal to set 6, 7, 8. C is equal to set 6, 7, 8. Now, Sania, can you give me what is A union B? Sania, what is A union B?
Set of all
Set,
one, 1, 2, 7, 2, 7, 9, 3, 5.
3, 5.
5.
Okay. 1, 2, 7, 9, 3, 5. We take all the elements from A or B. We will be taking the elements from A and we take all the elements from B. If the element is repeated, we will be considering it once. Now, what is B union C? Nandana, what is B union C?
Set of 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Is it okay, children? How to find the union? Is it okay? Okay,
Yes.
we collect those elements which are present in both the sets. Okay, now we will be learning how to write A union B. The definition in roster form is, listen, A union B we define as, it is collection of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Here, what is the word we are using here? Or. Union. Union means it is the collection of all elements which are present in A or in B. We are taking those elements which are present in A or in B. Is it okay? Michael, can you read A union B? What's A union B? Define A union B. What is A union B?
I'm not sure, man.
Huh? Dia, can you give A union B? Dia. What is A union B? A union B is Dia.
X belongs to A or X belongs to B.
B. Good. Okay. Set of all X. Set of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. We are taking those elements which are in A or in B. Okay. Which are A union B is, Michael, can you give now? What is A union B?
Set of X that belongs to A or B.
X set of all X such X belongs to A or X
Belongs to A
belongs
or
to
B.
B. A union B means elements in A or in B. Now let's learn how to represent it in Venn diagram. How to represent it in Venn diagram. Okay. Suppose you are given an universal set. A is given, B is given. So what is A union B? Those elements, we will be considering all the elements. So what we will do is, we will be shade it like this. The whole thing, A and B. So this one will be representing A union B. It represents A union B. Okay, the diagrammatic form is A is a set, B is another set. So A union B, we will represent it as, okay, A union B means element in A and elements in B. So we will shade both the circles, A union B. A union B. Now, you are given the set A and A union B. Which is the superset? You are given with two sets, A and A union B. Which one will be the superset?
A union B.
A union B. Because, okay, A is a subset of A union B. B is a subset of A union B. Therefore, A union B is the superset.
Superset.
Yes. Okay. The next one. Next is, we are going to learn some properties. Some properties we are going to learn. Okay. Before that, let's learn from this example and you'll be writing the properties. A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 10. Sorry, not A, U. Universal set we are taking as 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 10. U contains the elements 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 10. A is equal to, capital A is equal to the set. Capital A is equal to the set 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, tell me, what is A union A? What is A union A? What is it? What you will get? What is A union A?
Same as A.
It is A itself. With A, we are taking A. So what is a collection of elements from A and collection of elements from A? That means it is same as A. It is same as A. So A union A is A. What is A union U? What is A union U? With A, you are taking union of universal sets. So what is the answer? What is A union U?
U.
U. A union U is U. Is it correct, Annette? A union U is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, when we take the union, we'll be getting the bigger sets. Whenever we take union of two sets, the answer will be always the bigger set. If you take A and U, which is the bigger set? U is the bigger set. So when
U.
we take the union, we'll be getting the answer as U. What about A union phi? What is phi? What is phi?
Null set.
Null set or empty set.
Empty set.
One more name is there.
Void.
Void set.
Good. Okay, it is called void set. So what is A union phi?
A.
What will be A. A union 5 will be same as A. A union B, sorry, A union 5 is equal to A. Now, one more set let us define. B. I'm going to define another set B. B is 1, 3, 6. Find out what is A union B. B is 1, 3, 6. Find what is A union B. What is A union B? Nia, can you give what is A union B? Elements in A union B?
Two, 4,
Yes. 2, 4.
6, 8,
Mm.
10, 1,
Mm.
3.
1, 3.
3.
Already 6 is there. Very good, Nia. So A union B is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 3. What is B union A? Emmanuel? What is B union A?
Same.
Same. B union A. So from here, what we can say? A union B is here. Thus, B union A is the same set we are getting. So what we can say? A union B is equal to
B union.
B union A. A union B is equal to B union A. That means the operation union on the sets is is commutative. We have learned about addition is commutative, isn't it? Addition of numbers is commutative. 2 plus 3 will be same as 3 plus 2. So addition is commutative. Likewise, we can say union is also commutative. The operation union is commutative. Is it clear?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it okay? So today
Yes.
we have discussed about, we have learned two things. What are the two things we have learned today? Just recall what are the things we have learned. Alvin? Alvin? The first thing we have learned is okay.
Venn diagram.
And the first one we have learned is Venn diagram. Okay, we can represent the sets in using Venn diagram. Universal sets are represented by rectangles and subsets we represented by using circles. The next heading we wrote is, the next topic we are discussing is operations on sets. Operations on sets. That the first operation we are learning is
Union of set.
union of
Union.
sets. Okay, union of set. And with the A union B is defined as set of all elements in A or set of all elements in B. Is it okay? Any doubt in this topic?
No.
Okay, I think the time is up. Okay, we can wind up. Any doubt means you can ask it now itself. No. So shall we wind up? Okay, thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.